What's a deal breaker no matter how attractive the girl or boy is? Needing to tear others down to build themselves up. Serial liar. Nope. Being generally negative. I went on a date with a girl once to a bar she went to all the time. She proceeded to point out the people she considered her enemies. I did not go on any more dates with her. Being rude to children, pets, or people who are trying to do their jobs. No sense of humor, or a sense of humor incompatible with mine. This is going to be really self-centered, but I can't date a girl who doesn't think I'm funny. As flattering as it might seem in the beginning, I find it really off-putting when a guy doesn't want to maintain any of his independence or passions. Seriously, go out with your friends, listen to the music you like, keep up the hobbies you enjoy, etc. We have plenty of time to share experiences together, but we don't need to live the same life 24/7. Lack of communication. I don't need you to be in constant contact with me, but if you are only going to say something once a week to figure out when we are going to meet up, I am probably going to forget about you very quickly. Willful ignorance. I don't believe I'm the smartest cookie in the room, but I try to educate myself. I always want to learn more about the world. Someone without a similar passion for learning would not have my respect. I once dated a guy who didn't know what a fence was, and it was a huge turn off. I also dated a guy who hated when I tried to split the bill. Equals, he bought the movie tickets. So I thought it would be fair if I paid for the coffee. He didn't like that, so I knew it wouldn't work out. When they always compare you to their ex. Not just stupid, but helplessness. Someone who might not know something but lacks the motivation to find out. You may be very good looking, but if you're so used to everyone figuring out answers for you that you're helpless and lazy, goodbye. Temper tantrums. I refuse to put up with childish behavior. Constantly on their phone, social media. You're not that big of a deal. No one really cares. All your selfies look the same. Usually it's me. I'm the deal breaker. Poor sense of humor. If I can't drop outrageous puns with you, or you can't appreciate senseless YouTube videos, it's just not going to work. If I'm on a date and they say anything along the lines of, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, yeah, we're done here. Women who talk a little too much shit about their friends. Also, people who can't take a joke. I genuinely don't mind being the butt of your jokes, but you should be willing to take the heat too. Inclination history of cheating, in all forms. I've been down that road twice before, and no matter how much you think maybe our relationship will be different, it's never going to be. You'll be just another notch in their belt. I always have issues with this question because, like, how attractive are we talking here? The average pretty person, yeah, I have a lot of deal breakers, but if some mythical whisperer appears and gives me a brain-sapping erection faster than I can think while hitting the checklist for all my fetishes, she could probably call my granny a cunt and throw a puppy into a wood chipper and I'd still toss her salad. Inability to take accountability for their own mistakes. Inability to take initiative and reciprocate. Arrogance. Self-entitlement. Inflated ego. We all struggle with these things. But for some people there isn't a single moment where they are willing to be introspective and realize that, hey, maybe sometimes it is your fault. Not that it is about who is at fault, but in order to move forward in a relationship you can't expect the other person to make all the changes. Boring in bed. I am a kinky guy. I'm not giving that up. Drugs. I'm not talking alcohol or weed, but if you got a daily habit with those, then that can be a problem as well. I've hung out with people who would do coke in front of me or would sneak off to do something harder, and it makes me really uncomfortable. No matter how attractive a guy is aesthetically, the moment he starts acting like a rude, obnoxious, entitled, ignorant, generally unpleasant asshole, I'm immediately repulsed. Once I realize someone's a D, they become ugly to me, no matter what their appearance. No deal breakers. I'm desperate. I'll take anything. Extremely religious. Doesn't matter the religion. I'm agnostic and the other party will more than likely have a problem with me not having some sort of faith. I'm open to any and all religions, but in a relationship it's a hard thing to overcome unless the other person is respectful to your beliefs. You cheated on me when I specifically asked you not to. Decapitation. I won't date anyone without a head. Trying to control my free time. When I come from work and finish studying for a bit, I'm gonna want to play video games or something. I need to unwind. You're more than welcome to join me, but if we can only do what you want to do, then it's a deal breaker. Being a highly extroverted go-getter that can't spend a bloody weekend at home without panicking. When they suplex me through the table and take my championship belt. Not wanting kids. I want kids and I don't want to try to change somebody into wanting kids. I want to be with someone who wants to start a family with me. Body odor. I took this beautiful girl on a date to a bowling alley, and after a few games we left to go eat. In the car, I smelled this foul BO and kept surreptitiously checking to see if it was me. It was definitely not. After I realized it was her, I couldn't end the date fast enough. Super religious. Scrolling through Tinder and I see God comes first. I love Jesus, automatically skip them. Doesn't matter what they look like. Well, as an adult, them being a girl or boy instead of a woman or men kind of kills the deal. If they don't like onions. Gfo. Being mean or rude to my friends, family or other people. I don't care if you're all nice and kind to me, but if you treat other people around you and I so rudely, it's a no-go. Avoiding a problem by ignoring it, and when confronted with said problem refuses to have a mature conversation about it. If you're a cunt, no matter how attractive you are, I'm not gonna like you. Honestly, I hate clinginess. As a 21-year-old male, sometimes I just want to chill out, do me and play games or hang with my dog. Doesn't mean I don't like you or am with other girls. Seriously, a turn off. Edit of more than old. If they have children, I don't have any. I really don't want to care for yours. Constant one-upping or being on their phones in a social circle. Inability to carry on a mature conversation where we can theorize and discuss issues without getting personally offended by any topic that doesn't agree with our personal worldview. As Aristotle said, it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. On the same thread, closed-mindedness. I don't care if you fully agree with literally every opinion I hold. If you're not willing to consider alternatives, then you are not able to learn new things and you will not be very interesting to be around. Also, fairness and a kind spirit. If you'd rather be mean to someone than be nice to someone, I doubt that we'll get along very well. Marilyn Monroe profile picture for girls. Expensive car he doesn't own for guys. Brace for crazy. Can't launch a 90 kg projectile 300 meters using a counterweight. Buries rocks in the woods. Calls it magic. Nope. Being totally dismissive towards mental illnesses and the implications of them. They have completely defined my whole existence, and as soon as someone I may happen to be seeing laughs off depression or psychosis, then I know we will never connect on the level that I need in a partner. For me, it's bad hygiene. You can be the sexiest girl in the world, but if you smell, it's an instant turn off. Not partially sweat or dirty body smell, but bad breath and lower body smells. The worst for me is what I call it sweat, which is when a girl hasn't cleaned the inside of her butt cheeks and you get the pungent stench of a mixture between sweat and it. Girls with big asses are partially prone to this and they are often unaware. I had to break up with a girl I loved for this reason, despite having the awkward and embarrassing conversation about her terrible hygiene. She was deeply embarrassed and bathed often after that, but soon reverted to her usual self. It's not nice when you have to hold your breath for the whole duration of sex. I guess someone just don't really care. In my opinion, if you are sexually active, you should be in the shower bath daily. If they are constantly competing with you and can't let you be good at something without being better themselves, in their view, had a GF for too long. Who did this? Thankfully it's over now. Who couldn't let me have my moments of joy when I did something good in the video games we played and always talked it down and said how she did something else better, so she was the superior. What makes it worse is that I am a humble person normally, so the moments I say out loud are important for me. When I do it, Those getting destroyed anyways feels super bad and made me sad too often.